This is a Heidenhain BF150 monitor, which is a 15-inch LCD monitor. It contains the Sharp LQ150 X1 LW71N LCD display and the Green & Tech GH053A A2 version of the backlight inverter. The connectors on it are the standard 44-pin D-type for the video, differential video I believe, the 2-pin 24 volts DC connector, and a 9-pin D-type for the front key panels. The key panels being these here and here. The monitor has a fan on the back, so that's an easy way or a quick way to initially see whether the power supply is actually working. If this is spinning and spinning at a good speed, then that's at least an indication that part of the power supply is okay and is working. Removal of the case is 4 screws, 2 here, 2 there, and 2 on the just above where the connectors are. With these 6 screws removed, we can then lift off the panel, and as you withdraw it, just be careful there's a cable still connected for the fan, and fan connector is there, that just pulls straight out, and that can be put to one side. So here we have the main video and power supply board. We've got one connector here which goes down to the PCBs down here and down there, which are the front keys, and then we have the backlight inverter with a connector from the board to the backlight inverter, which supplies the power and the on signal to the backlight inverter. And then we have the connections to the backlights themselves, which are on the LCD, which is under here, the liquid crystal display. And this has 4 connections because there are 4 CCFL backlight tubes in the 15-inch LCD. And then over here we have the connector which actually goes down and plugs into the back of the LCD. To get to the actual LCD panel itself, we need to remove these 4 mounting screws to take this complete sub-assembly off. So I'll do that now. So with the keypad connector removed and the 4 mounting screws removed, we can then lift the LCD panel away, and then underneath we actually see the LCD itself. And underneath is the glass protective plate. It's a good opportunity now to give this a clean inside. You'll probably find it's pretty dirty with dust and stuff on there, so give that a clean whilst you've got that exposed. So the next stage is to remove the backlight inverter, which we're going to replace. I've got the module now laid on a protective mat to protect the front side of the LCD face. So to remove the backlight inverter, we're just going to pull out the 4 connections for the CCFL lights, cold cathode fluorescent light tubes. Those 4 come off there, and then we got the main power connector which goes in the side here. Just give that a bit of a wiggle from side to side, and then it will come out. And then we just got 2 mounting screws here to remove. So that's the 2 mounting screws removed, and we can just remove the backlight inverter. On the reverse, you'll actually see the proper part number, which is on this little yellow sticker here down by my thumb, which says GH053A, and then in brackets is A2, and that's the version number. There's different version numbers, A0, A1, A2, A3. It's not always critical that you get the right version number, but if you can get it, then it's beneficial to actually have it. So that's going to be replaced. We'll put that to one side. So I've flipped the unit over now so you can see the LCD itself. To get the part number of this, the part number will be on the label on the reverse side of the LCD, so we actually need to remove the LCD. Again, there's 4 mounting screws, 2 here which need to be removed completely, and then these 2 larger screws which we just need to raise off. They're in slots and we can then pull the unit away, being careful of the lead that is still attached on the back of the display. I'll remove the screws now and then withdraw the LCD. So I've loosened off the 2 mounting screws on this side and then removed the 2 slightly longer screws on this side. Now to remove the LCD display on this side, underneath here, just underneath here are the cables that go to those 2 connectors that we removed off of the backlight inverter. And what we need to do is just carefully feed those 2 cables through the little grommets that are underneath here. It's difficult to show this on video, so I'll do that off screen, but we're just going to lift this up, and there, hopefully under there you can see where the 2 cables are coming through here and on the top side here. So just gently manipulate them through the rubber grommets. It's quite tight getting the backlight cables through the grommet there, but if you be a little patient and push one of the white connectors through at a time, then you'll find it easier to get both of those out. And then once it's out, we can tip this up to expose the back side where the main video connector goes to. And what we're going to do next is just remove this cable here. Again, we just wobble it side to side and that cable will come off. To remove the display cable, just use a little watchmaker's screwdriver to prise up one side of the connector, and then prise up the other side of the connector, and you'll see it come away, and then you should be able to just remove it, and that's the display removed. That can be put to one side now. On the back, first of all, on the back though, this is where we need to find the actual part number, and down here we can see that it is a Sharp LQ150 X1 LW71N, and that's the display that we'll order to replace. We supply all these replacement displays.